Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final. I am your head cold-addled sports director, Chris Dewar, and in that spirit, on such a busy night, I'm going to defer to this man, Ross Green, to start this off with Quincy High and Alleman.
Knock on wood, hope I don't get sick. Yeah, Quincy going for win number 4 in Big Six play. Alleman coming in at 1 and 2. We'll take it to it now. Quincy builds an early lead in this one, thanks to their bigs doing some really nice work. Jason Sauer soft on that turnaround jump hook. That was a good night for him, but also Luka Radovic going to get the assist here, the quick pass from Mr. Fairley inside in the paint, and that was just the beginning. Barnell Thomas going to fake spin left, back right, little fade away.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Doing some work tonight all over the floor, but also the guards doing some work. Cole Abbey's going to miss here on the 3, but it's Zach Burry, the rebound. Got to get a body on him because he's going to score like that on you. Scores off the rebound. Later from the outside, Zach Burry off the assist from Mr. Fairley. Again, he knocks that one down, and Cole Abbey then will get his three-point stroke going. Hits it here from the wing. Really no trouble for the Devils tonight. Alleman did close the gap a little bit, but Quincy does get that win tonight. Final score 58-40 over the Pioneers. That's win number 4 in Big Six play.
Big showdown tomorrow for Quincy Notre Dame, although some of the luster might have come off just a bit as Jacksonville loses for the second time in a row, this time to Sacred Heart Griffin, though the Crimsons will be plenty angry when they show up at the pit tomorrow night. Again, that's 2 straight losses, 2 straight in conference for the Crimsons. Also Macomb taking on state-ranked Rockridge and Mr. Happ, and that didn't go very well for the Bombers as they lose on the road 48-25. And we've got the Dandy Battle, always a rivalry no matter what they're playing, even if it was Tiddlywinks. Beardstown beats Rushville Industry tonight 64-54. Let's take you to the Hancock County Tournament where West Hancock was trying to make it a true championship game by winning out and facing Keokuk tomorrow night. Paxton Harmon, he's got this. Nice hang, nice bang, nice three-point play. Good stuff for Harmon early on. More to come. The kick out right here from Parker Gibbs to Austin Hardy. He is requited well from three-point range. Southeastern trying to come up with anything to stay afloat in this game. Matthew Ramsey gets the kind of leaner to fall right there, but this game was all about this guy. Paxton Harmon, 21 points. West Hancock really didn't give Southeastern any quarter in this game at all. Won it by a big score, 50-26. So we get Jeff Dahl versus Reno Pinkston tomorrow night for the championship of the Hancock County Tournament. That should be plenty of fun. Also on the other side of the bracket tonight, Illini West taking on Unity. Keith Carruthers' crew in for a wild ride. Early on, Levi Kirby gets free for the Chargers. He scores. Then Dylan Schaefer, he's going to do some nice things at the other end of the floor, running away from everybody. Back and forth we go in the first quarter. Brody Gronwald having himself just another big night. Your reigning KHQA Student Athlete of the Week. This is what he do. Beautiful stuff right here. Finger roll for him, breaking free of everybody. Brody not done. His team would build a double-digit lead in this ball game. Looked pretty safe going into the fourth quarter. That's when Unity goes nuts. Check out Andrew Doyle, though, here, beating the buzzer. Pretty stuff from him. Unity comes all the way back from double digits down to make it a 1-point game in this one. Illini West finds some separation late. Gronwald with 22 points tonight as the Chargers hang on despite nearly collapsing. Final count in that one was a dandy 54-57. Some scores tonight from the Winchester Invitational. Final night of pool play or regular play or semifinal play. Liberty is on to play in the championship game against Payson tomorrow. Michael Blewett leading the way with 22 points in a massive win over Waverly. 68-42 was your final there. Central tonight split playing without their leading scorer, Douglas Weiss, who is at a National High School Football All-Star game. Ooh, Central looks good. They beat up on Carrollton 46-30. Cole Phillips with 15 there. And look at Corey Barnett. Huge night for him. 27 points to lead his team to victory over Triopia. West Central checks into the 5th place game tomorrow. Keokuk and Fort Madison, round number 2. Jeff Dahl's team beaten at Fort Madison. They had a chip on their shoulder, and it would start off with this guy, Gabe Vandenberg. Little defense, little larceny, little layup. It's 17-4 Chiefs right off the bat in this ball game, and yeah, they're fired up. Fort Madison finally gets things together in a second. Jonathan Temenek comes free, trying to answer, cutting that lead just a little bit. Then from the outside, Isaac Steffensmeyer stepping back and knocking the 3. And then the big fella decides he's had enough of Fort Madison's tomfoolery. That's Big Kendall Clark, the leading rebounder in all of 3A in the state. Oh, he'll show you why here. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the putback. 3-point play for Big Kendall. he was equal to the task. Johnny Dahl as well. The threes started flying, and Keokuk was never going to look back in this ball game. The kids, they're loving it, and as they should. The Chiefs get the big win, and even the series at 1 apiece. They end up winning 60-50 tonight, was your final in favor of Keokuk. Also up in Southeast Iowa tonight, a all-time great win tonight. We'll get to that in a second. But Danville, a winner over Central Lee, 85-21. Danville's just plain tough. And Holy Trinity, a new school record for points in a game. Mr. Menke leading the way as Holy Trinity puts up 19 on Maharishi. 93-91 was your final there.
Canton and North Shelby, and I tell you what, the Raiders really made the Tigers sweat tonight. We'll start it off with North Shelby. Lucas Daniel hesitating, shooting the three. He's going to go ahead and take it, knock it down from the corner. Early lead for the Raiders, but as Canton always does, they regroup pretty nicely. Tyler Neiman, beautiful pass up ahead to Austin Hoeing, the stretch and the lay-in. Canton slugs back, but later Kendall Smith, watch the big man work here, drives into the right. He's going to use the soft right hand off the glass. That's pretty stuff right there. But your man tonight was Gabe McKenzie. He's going to drive in from the left, had 20 points. Here's 2 of them. That's what he does best. And then Neiman's going to drop off to David McReynolds to end the first quarter. As I mentioned, Canton gets a scare tonight. They pull away towards the end, though, 54-41. The Tigers win it over North Shelby.
Scores from Northeast Missouri. Clopton, a loser by 3 to Marion County on the road. Also tonight, love Austin Richmiller. What a great player he's becoming. Just a sophomore. 59-53, your final there. Mark Twain, a winner in overtime over Monroe City, 56-53. Scotland County boys knocked off by Wyatt Proper and the South Shelby Cardinals, 54-32. And Palmyra wins on a free throw with 1.1 second from Brock Butler to beat Centralia on the road, 58-56. Let's talk some wrestling.
QHS Invitational, the action was fast and furious, and we're talking about Dakota Downs, of course, at 170. Gets a quick 2 points right there and just bulldozes his man for another 2 points. He would turn that into a flip and the pin. Dakota Downs really no trouble in this match here. Built a ton of points, scores the pin. Later on, he's on to tomorrow's action in the championship bracket. Jack Lucy, how about him out of West Hancock at 126? Gets the roll, the advantage there for him. He turns that into a few points. And Chris, I'll admit, I don't know the name for this move other than extremely painful if you're on the other end of it. Just turns it into a cradle of some sort there. He would end up turning that move into a pin. Good stuff for Jack. And then later, Matt Bilgrey, who's very quietly having a good season for Quincy High School at 145, gets the legs and the takedown here. He would eventually score a pin. A lot of good action coming up tomorrow at QHS Invitational.
Indeed, in overtime, semifinals coverage galore tomorrow. Let's go to the girls' side of things. Central Lee and Danville. I make new friends every time I go to Donaldson. Hey, by the way, Danville falling prey to one of the classic blunders tonight. Don't leave the 6'3" girl wide open. Not nearly as well known as Never Started a Land War in Asia, but still good. How about our girl TK, Tracy Keller, larceny layup, doing what she does. She's not done yet. How about a little felony and finger roll action here? She's going to do that look-off thing. I love when she does this. Whoop, by, past ya. Oh, great ball fake for her. And then Bailey McCoy into it. Central Lee bounces back from that ugly loss where they collapsed up 9 against Keokuk in the 4th quarter last night. McCoy and company get the win tonight big time. Central Lee all over Danville. 69-39 was your final there. Also tonight, the Keokuk girls, big winners on the road over Fort Madison. 51-30 was your final in that ball game. In Missouri tonight, Palmyra, hottest team in the area, winning 60-42. Also the Clark County girls over Louisiana. Monroe City bounces back and beats Mark Twain. And Scotland County jumps all over South Shelby tonight to win 63-60. Ross.
Clopton and Marion County girls, Mike Johnson's team going up against a very tough Hawks team as you've seen a time or two here this season. Early on, Katie Klopsick gets inside. Nice slip down there inside the paint. And Brittany Hamilton later on would follow that up. Calls for it, spins away, gets the bucket. How about Lauren Legeman? She'll come up, hit the jumper for Clopton after that as they built an early lead. Devin Johnson, you'll see here for Marion County, does get a nice bucket in the paint, but it's too much Clopton tonight. 58-31 your final over the Lady Mustangs.
If you missed the news at 6, Luke Guthrie misses the cut today at the Sony Open, so it'll be on to next week where he'll try again and better. Speaking of trying again and better, tomorrow night we've got 35 minutes. We're going to use every last one of them. Overtime is absolutely crammed. We'll see you then, everybody.